Welcome to the fifth part of Armchair Chat, October the 6th, 2022, Yom Kippur. Yes, celebrating Yom Kippur today, all day. And Yom Kippur is supposed to be kept with a 25-hour fast. How many of you all knew that? How many of y'all care? How many of y'all even knew it was Yom Kippur? Probably not many because your calendar said it was yesterday. Probably you didn't really care then either. Well, probably your calendars probably said it was the 4th. But the Maseroth didn't. The Maseroth said it was today. I think there's a couple other people that was watching the Maseroth for themselves as well who would agree with me on that. I know the Jews didn't see it till a day later, so they didn't call it to the next day. They're off by a day. That's okay. That's between them and the Lord. He'll settle it out with them later. They don't know what they're really looking for, I guess. He told me what to look for. So, how do you read God's time clock? You let Him tell you how? Let Him teach you how? No, I can't really do it. I can only do it when He tells me to because I'm kind of dumb and I don't know how to do that stuff. I don't know anything about any of that junk because I didn't. A lot of people will look up and say, well, that's Cassiopeia and that's this and that's that. That's not really their names. That is not even who they are. It is not even close to who they are. Y'all call Gabe the Bethlehem star every Angelus. But you don't even look for him at the right time of year. You look for him in December and you expect him to be in a certain particular place. And yet he's not going to be there because, no. Because that's not when Jesus was born. Yeah, I studied all this out. Because Jesus felt I needed to know. Because He brought the information to me. But anyways, I want to get on back into this with Tucker and this guy who thinks he's super smart apparently, and he's trying to set everybody up that watches CNN. So, let's see what he'd done.
But the question remains, just how credulous are they? What won't they believe? Well, in the name of science, John Brennan decided to find out. Watch.
Do you think Russia's behind the sabotage of the pipelines?
Well, I think all the signs point to some type of sabotage.
It points to some type of sabotage. All the signs. That is intelligence right there. That is, oh my goodness, could this man come sit next to me? I hope he don't rub off on me. I do not need any more dumb. All the signs point to sabotage. No. Not just four pipelines. Oh, that's funny. 4 pipelines were blown. There's 4 of these currently right now in existence, I guess, unless they've added another one that I'm not aware of. That's completely feasible and possible. Since cholera and stuff's coming back out, so they're saying, and Ebola is making another run for the border. All these lies and people believe them. You better stop believing in those lies and start believing in the one true God that is capable of healing anything and capable of getting rid of all things and capable of just Psalms 91, preventing it from coming nigh your dwelling. What do you think? Jesus lies in His word? Why would He do that? He's God. He doesn't lie. He's somber. He really is somber. He's a good God. He's an awesome God. And but this guy's clearly a super detective. I mean, to assume there's some type of sabotage. Wonder what gave it away. Could it have been they found the explosive, pieces of explosive and whatnot that were used, what remained of it, the evidence thereof, which proved it was sabotage, but could it be that gave it away? It is feasible. It is possible. How could that man possibly know it was sabotage? It is so hard to discern these things these days. Well, I guess we'll get on into this. Maybe he'll reveal to us how he knew it was sabotage. Really, come on. Who didn't know that from the first line being blown, let alone I didn't need 3 more to tell me that's what was going on. But he doesn't say that it was Russian sabotage. Note that.
Lines are only in about 200 feet or so of water, and Russia does have an undersea capability that would easily lay explosive devices.
He says Russia has the capability, but he never comes right out and says it was Russia definitively. Why? Because he knows it wasn't. Like I said, Russia doesn't need to do that. They got friends. I got friends in low places. You can't get much lower than underwater. Sorry, I know that was country. Sorry. I'm teaching against that and I'm going into a country song. There was a reason for that, though. It was just to mock and make fun. It wasn't because I actually go listen to that. Yeah. Yep. He's got friends in low places. He doesn't need enemies. He's got friends in low places because they were under that water. That's pretty low. But, well, not real low because it was only 200 feet, he said. That's a pretty deep depth, though, when you think about it. When you're under that much water, you have to have pretty good brains to figure out maneuver underwater to work the explosives underwater. You have to be well trained. Wonder who has the knowledge to do that.
Those pipelines, right?
Couldn't be a Navy SEAL by any chance. Oh, Lord. Those people are. No. Just wait for it. I'll let it be for a moment.
I think this is clearly an act of sabotage of some sort, and Russia is certainly the most likely suspect.
Do you think the Russians did it? Asked the anchor. Do you think the man with 4 bullet holes in his head committed suicide? Oh, yes.
Of course he did. And he wanted to be sure he did it right the first time, so he came back from the dead, killed himself 3 more times just to be sure. That's why he has 4 bullet holes. And not 1, and not 3. He had to be sure, Tucker. Because everybody knows once you commit suicide using a gun, shooting yourself in the head, that it is absolutely feasible that you come back and shoot yourself 3 more times. Please.
Says John Brennan. The Russians are certainly the most likely suspect. Well, of course they are. Did you ever doubt it? Once Putin got done electing Donald Trump president and then finished creating Hunter Biden's fake laptop and dropping it off at a Mac repair shop in Delaware, Putin...
He's being sarcastic for those of you that are Trump fans and don't understand that. Don't go throwing eggs at the screen or whatnot and saying, oh, he's not against POTUS. POTUS is still fine where he is. He's still going to be POTUS. When it's all said and done, relax. Calm down. Calm down. Sarcasm.
Said about sabotaging his own natural gas pipelines, which were his main source of foreign currency and leverage over Europe. That's how tricky.
Exactly. Yeah, he's a madman, but he's a strategic madman. He's not going to destroy his money. Hello, that's one of the things they're after. Money and power. And that was power. Those pipelines were power for him to have leverage over those European nations. I mean, because think about it. Your kids are hungry. They're cold. That natural gas is how you cook. It's how you heat your house. Maybe it's you got natural gas hot water heaters even. It's how you heat your water. So now that's gone bye-bye. And if you think Putin's not going to retaliate for this, you're mental. So get ready for the dark ages. I'm talking to the US, of course. I hope you've been preparing. There is such things as EMP weapons. And he's been using one for a long time. Y'all are stupid. You actually thought the COVID was a real thing. It's a weapon. It's a weapon. It's a real thing. Don't misunderstand me. But it's a weapon. It's not like you think it is. It's an EMP weapon. It gives you all the symptoms. Look up radiation sickness. You'll see. Oh my gosh, I tried to tell you all over and over and over again. A Trumpy bear, do me a favor, quit pushing the iodine tablets. Oh, well, never mind. You're going to do that anyway. Well, do what you gotta. But, how about this? Well, never mind that either. Can't do that either. Oh, because we have to stay in line with the Bible. Alrighty. Okay, let's just listen to Tucker rant some more, and if I get an idea, I'll let you know.
Vladimir Putin is. Obviously, his next move will be nuking Moscow.
Of course.
To achieve world domination by destroying himself.
Yes, by destroying himself in the largest continent. Everybody will be afraid of him then.
That's effectively what John Brennan told CNN's viewers. Did they believe him? Sure they did.
Of course so. It's the media. You gotta believe it. It was in the media.
Now, Tony Blinken, by contrast, is not an expert.
Like what you see on Facebook. It's all true.
Who somehow became the Secretary of State of the United States.
He's like what you see on YouTube. It's all true.
He's not especially good at it. At the beginning of
that could be fake.
Blinken was pretending to be baffled by the sabotage of Nord Stream. No one benefits from this, he said. Not in a million years could he imagine who would do something like that. It was just unfathomable. That was Tuesday.
Wait, what?
By Friday, Blinken had dropped the pose and admitted that actually we did it.
Here comes our rock star.
Now, Tony Blinken didn't use quite those words, but there was no mistaking what he meant. Watch.
It's a tremendous opportunity to once and for all remove the dependence on Russian energy, and thus to take away from Vladimir Putin the weaponization of energy as a means of advancing his imperial designs.
Oh my goodness, when you take away the thing a bear's playing with, what's going to happen? He's going to look for something new to play with. Oh, this is all a three-ring circus. And we're center stage, America. Babylon, get ready. You're going to fall. That's prophecy, by the way. Y'all keep waiting for Babylon to be built back up. Guess what? It already is. You're standing in it. That's right. Anywhere that has a tall building that's built way up into the air is part of it. Babylon, 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 mighty shall be your fall.
That's very significant, and that offers tremendous strategic opportunity for the years to come.
For the years to come. For the years to come. It's strategic. For the years to come, he says. You know, you don't have many of those left. I don't even know if you're going to make it through the rest of this one, to be honest. Depends on how many of those iodine tablets you pop, I guess. We wouldn't want your thyroid gland to absorb all that radioactive energy without having some salt first. And I will see you in the next part.